Hi, Ryan Harden here with Harden Farms. Wanted to give you a quick update. We haven't posted much on the website. Been pretty busy putting together our little garden here in the backyard. Wanted to show you this kind of stuff just because, you can pretty much plant anywhere in a small amount of space or larger amount of space. Things you consider your yard could very easily be turned into your garden. So let's go over some of the things that we've been working on here. So one of the first things we did is we converted our hot tub into a garden. Why would anybody do this? Because it was broken beyond repair, it's very old, and getting new ones is really tough. So until we can get a new one and prices become less insane, we're going to just have it grow food for us. Obviously, wash it out. We did the wood in the base, vermiculture, so we got some worms in there and such, and then topsoil and compost make up the top of it. So I thinned out some of these carrots here, and got some other things coming up here. Got some dill over in the corner, mostly carrots on this one, and we're going to see how that works. Again, just kind of growing it in a space that wasn't being used for anything. Over here we have some red potatoes. We started these just before the end of the frost. They actually went through the frost. I thought I killed them, and they made it. They trooped out. It was good. These ones I planted about a month ago, and each of these buckets should yield roughly 3 to 5 pounds of red potatoes. So we have that, and they're looking pretty good. I tried a bunch of different soil combinations. I do have some of my hydroponic clay pellets kind of holding some of the moisture in there, trying a bunch of different stuff just to see how it works out. Over here we have some strawberries. So we were using some buckets to experiment with strawberries and raspberries, as well as a few different types of soil. And then we have 4 different types of potatoes growing in buckets here. These are larger potatoes. This is an experiment to see what the yield will be on a bigger potato. I don't think it's going to be very much. The rest of them we have in the ground. Over here we were still doing some sunflowers. Now the rabbits around here are pretty plentiful, and they love those sunflowers, so they're continually trying to eat the sunflowers we put in the ground. So we're working on that. These are some of the sweet peppers. Some of these are just transplants that we bought. Again, depending on what we had time to grow. I didn't get the seeds done for the peppers early enough in the season. I do have some additional tomatoes. We're trying a few different types of heirloom indeterminates, and some more sunflowers there. Again, this is the stuff we usually grow from microgreens in trays like this. But it just goes to show you can use anything that you have access to. Getting some food safe barrels, cutting them in half, throwing some soil in them, you can make that happen. That works. Over here we have some different types of melons. Now we're putting up a trellis here. We're going to try to grow them up. We did this in the indoor greenhouse, and it worked very well. You can train these things to crawl up and go that route. So we got zucchini, squash, pumpkin, watermelon, cucumbers, dill cucumbers. We're trying a bunch of different things here. So experimentation is the name of the game. Then we're trying some different in-ground beds. We're doing some raised beds, no-till, a few different techniques here that we're trying out. And this is kind of the progress for some of the later stuff we want in the season. Again, more potatoes, onions that should have been planted a long time ago. But we're trying things out. Prepping the soil, getting it ready, aeration, tilling, checking the pH balance, checking the nutrition level of the soil, all things, the drainage, these are things we're trying out, different things. And you can see it doesn't take up a very large area. This is, you know, most people have this in their backyard. So we're just, you know, taking some of it and allocating it for food space. A lot of the stuff we have in the indoor greenhouse, but again, we want to start doing some of this stuff outdoors as much as possible. Over here, we have some of the hot peppers. Those are not happy right now. They want to be out of those buckets. And there's their new home right there. You can see these are raised beds that we build. We build these for other people as well. So we'll put in the raised beds, and you'll see that a lot of this stuff is very crowded. We got, you know, broccolis and different types of cabbages and different types of radishes. Again, everything got kind of a late start out here because time constraints and weather, lots of cold weather, really hampered a lot of us. And then once that's all done, you know, we'll make it real nice. Then we have some determinate tomatoes here, and we've got some cherries and some larger ones here. We will put some hog paneling over this and, you know, have some support structure for them. Some of them are a little bit unruly yet. I got a little bit more pruning to do, but there's still a little bit of time there. And then we have some more room back here to put some more of these beds in. Again, broccoli, more radish, hog wildline radish for some reason. And we got lettuce coming in as well. There's some verticals and things we're putting up. So there'll be some verticals, and I'll show those in a later film. But again, these are things that you can do in any space. If you don't have a yard, some buckets out on the patio, you know, just start with something. And yeah, it's a little late now to plant in a lot of the zones, you know, probably 5 and above zones. You're kind of late to the party on that, but just start somewhere, you know, start growing, start learning. And there's a bunch of resources online, and there's a bunch of resources. Attend your Master Gardeners classes, your seed exchanges locally, you know, get involved with your community, and you'll find that gardening is a lot of fun. It's very rewarding, and you get to learn how to be more self-sufficient. So this is Ryan at Hardin Farms and Hardin Gardens, where we are transforming even our own home garden into something that's going to feed us in the event it needs to. See you out there.